Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota, and I may have had trouble going live there. Let's make sure I'm live. I think I am. Oh dear. Let's see. Okay, now it says I am. Okay, we're good. So I'm Susan Kramer. I live in Minnesota where we have no snow except for piles that were left over from weeks ago. So be safe out there, because I know a lot of you do have snow. Kind of crazy that it completely missed Minnesota. I think all of us. So anyway, these are places you can find me: northstarstamper.com, .stampinup.net, or northstarstamper.stampinup.net if you're wanting to shop. If you need information about me, things I'm offering, general information about Stampin' Up!, northstarstamper.com is my own personal website that I'm responsible for. So let me know what you want to see there. I think I put information there that's useful for you. And I'm getting more people coming to my blog, so that's good. So anyway, and then if you need to reach out to me, Susan at northstarstamper.com is a good way to reach me if you don't have my cell and don't want to text. All right, so today I am previewing Celebration, which starts tomorrow, actually midnight Mountain Time, and our mini catalog, January through April, that starts midnight Mountain Time. There are two more things that start tomorrow, midnight Mountain Time, and that is some online exclusives. So I don't have a brochure for that. They are online only, so that's why they're called online exclusives. And I do have a couple of those that we'll work with in the next couple weeks. And there's also some scrapbooking products that start midnight Mountain Time. And if, like me, you're not a scrapbooker, or if you just dabble in it, it's just paper and stamps. So check out the scrapbooking products. There's some really nice patterned paper that I'm excited to get, very muted and my style, my colors exactly. So those are the four things that start midnight Mountain Time. Have I said that enough times? So I'm excited to share with you today. And hello, Kathy. Did you get snow, or did it just rain in Southwest Missouri? And hello, Jean Schiller. Good to see you. All right, so I am calling this a free with purchase. So on top of the Celebration, which you get free product with $60 in an order. Oh, I haven't set a price for mine. I think I will do $35. So with a $35 purchase this week, from today through Sunday night, I'm going to give you card kits, and the cards we make today will be that. And I'm using these two Celebration items. This one is called Fruit Salad. Very cute. And it's not all multi-fruit like that. So there's specific pineapple. This one's really cute. So it's got the rind and the watermelon on the inside. And you have some kiwis. And you have some pomegranates. And the backside is just non-fruit. So if you like a little bit of the fruit, and it's kind of fun for a while, but the backsides are really nice for using in your projects. So, oh wait, there's pears too. I think there's pears and lemons and limes and okay. I'm not going to bother putting that back in. And then the other one we're using is this one. I'll pull out a piece or two for you to look at. And this is called Toadstool Gardens. So you can see one side is not, well, neither side on that one. But there's some toadstools. And the back side is wood grain, so I love that one. And oh, those are the only, oh, the stripes. So this one isn't toadstool at all. So that'll make some great birthday cards. I love using stripes on birthday cards. So, hi, Alma. Thank you for joining. Kathy said they got lots of rain and a dusting of snow. Can hardly call it snow. Alma, did you get snow up north? We've seen flakes here and there, but nothing to write home about, as they say. So let me check here. Okay, we're good. So these are the two cards we're going to make today. They're pretty simple. I do highlight the pattern paper. And if you don't like the mushrooms, we'll talk about that as we make the card. The back side of this paper is actually the purple stripe. So you can make a monochromatic purple card, or use purple as your base, and then you put the stripe side this way, and change this to flowers if you don't like the toadstools. So just something there to talk about. So we're going to do this one first. So this stamp set is called Terrific Toadstools, and there is a coordinating punch, which punches out, let me grab my poker, take your pick tool. So the ones that punch out are the top, this top, and then just, it's almost like this one. You can see it's much narrower than this stamp. And you'll see right here. Oh, on this one I did stamp and punch. On the other card, oh boy, I've already lost it. That's because it was upside down. Here I just punched Granny Apple Green to make my stem for that toadstool. So I'm going to put this here so I don't lose it again. So these stamps are kind of interesting. I like that there's tops and bottoms, and you can mix and match the colors. The colors in the paper are kind of wild. I mean, there are red mushrooms with white dots like that, but otherwise, I don't know how realistic some of these are. So that's why I went with more muted earth tone colors on this card. And I was trying to decide what stamp to use, and I noticed the "You Are Magical." I'm like, magical? What do mushrooms have to do with being magical? So I Googled magical mushrooms. They are hallucinogenic mushrooms, literally a mushroom that, and I'm not going to advertise that. So I will not be using this unless I make a wizard card for Harry Potter or something. So anyway, that's just my little PSA for the day. Okay, so I already have my papers cut. We're going to change this one up a little bit. I thought it needed a little bit more. I have a thick white base here. Kathy says, I love the toadstools. We have some interesting ones here. Bright red with white dots. Cobalt blue. Oh, Kathy, I'm going to have to look that up. That would be kind of fun to make something different. So, this paper is from, let's see, I'm pretty sure I have one here. Is toadstools on one side. So I'm going to send you two cards, two of these and two of the other ones. If you want to fussy cut the mushrooms and use that on a card, if you don't have the stamp set, by all means. But I'm using the green side, which you could easily substitute flowers if you don't have or like the mushrooms. But these, I just picked out some other green, which I think it's all Granny Apple Green. You can see that there's fruit on this side. So these two, I think these are the same. Just a nice decorative, actually that looks like a carrot to me, that little symbol right there, but anyway. And then this side has cantaloupe, and so I think that's supposed to be cantaloupe rinds, but I thought it was just kind of a nice green for our background. So we're going to use this one just to make something different. And I'm going to send you a piece of garden green that we can layer this on. But if you watched my, I think it was my first Frugal Friday video on YouTube, we are going to punch out of the middle of that. I'm going to use the, I can't think of the name of this label punch. It's our current label punch. I don't know if I can get two of them. I think I can. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to punch two green ones from the middle of that. And only you and I will know that I did that, right? I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. Sarah Schaefer, thank you for joining us. Sarah's my niece, and Sarah is getting married in February. So thank you for joining us. We're going to get you stamping yet, girl. I can bring you lots of products and have you play. All right, so I'm just going to put this kind of in the middle. I did make this garden green the 5.5, so that's the full length or height of our card. But this piece I made shorter. I kind of wish I hadn't, but I already cut them. So, and we're going to stamp on this first. I mean, look at my sample, right? All right, so we are going to take garden green, because that's the layer we're adding. So don't you think it needed that extra layer, that versus that? I know when you first start stamping, I always talk about layers, layers, layers. If you want to add something to your card, add a layer. It makes a big difference. So I'm not sure why I made this card without a layer. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was in a hurry or something. So this little hill is kind of cute. I think you could come up with lots of uses for this hill. It reminds me of a bunny hill for some reason. I don't know. Oh, bunny hill. Stamp this in white for a winter card. All right. So, oh, Sarah said I would love that. So we'll get you stamping yet. Maybe not till after the wedding, right? All right. So this one I did not stamp all the way at the bottom. This time I'm going to make sure I do. So I'm going to go to the bottom and move down just a little bit. Sorry if I'm off. So you can see I do have a little line there. So I did get it all the way to the bottom. I guess I could have trimmed that off, but I don't know. Why I didn't think of that. So that's kind of a cute little hill. We're going to use similar... No, actually we're not. There are so many fun stamps on here. This is a stem. I'm going to call it a stem. We're going to put this in the middle. Again, that's garden green. And here are some of those. Here, I'll show you this on the stamp set. So that was this stem here with the 3 prongs. I don't know. Three ends. And so we're going to use this one stamp. It has, oops, it's this one. You can see I used some red on it already. I thought it would be kind of fun to make this look like that red one with the white dot. So this is Poppy Parade. And they have these set. So if you line it up, put that out of the way. I have to see. With the photopolymer, you can see right through. So I can see right where the tops of those ends are going to be through my stamp, just like that. So if I clean it off right away, it is less likely to stain, but I could still see it through it. It wasn't any trouble that it was stained, that stamp already. That was Poppy Parade, and I started with Garden Green. That's kind of cute. Now I'm just going to stamp the stems. I do like this big one with the big, with the one we're going to punch out. And we're going to let's use something different. Here I used pecan pie, and that one was stamped and then punched. I stamped an early espresso and punched it out. Then we have granny apple green and garden green, and then pecan pie for that. We're going to do something different. This is gray granite. I like things to be realistic. You probably know that about me already. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's a good color for a mushroom. Gray granite. Kind of a brownish, greenish, brown gray. I don't know. All right, we need one more. I like to do things in 3s. You know what? We will do that. We're going to stamp, and then we'll punch it out. All right, so this stamp, or this punch, has 3, the 2 tops and the bottom. And I punched a piece. So if you have other punches that have multiple, that cut multiple openings, I just put this in the middle and punched it. And sometimes you can line up your stamps, but this one you can't. Where'd that one go? This one is too wide, and I can't get it to fit in there. And then you would pick up, the idea is you would pick these up with one block and then stamp once and then punch once. But of course, they're going to be all the same color. So that's not what we're doing. But a lot of times that will work with a punch that has multiple openings. But I don't want mine to be the same color. So I'm going to put these at the top of the blocks. And I have scraps here. So for your card kits, I'll send you scraps. What colors do we want these? What other colors do I have? A granny apple green. Let's switch it around a little bit. Let's do this round one on the far right in granny apple green. Again, I want to look at my punch to see where stamp it. So I'm going to, oops. So I'm going to stamp it upside down. Doesn't really matter if you stamp it upside down, but that's the way the punch is. And then you feed it through. And if you have the Celebration, actually, it might be in the mini catalog. So I just centered it on there, and then I'm going to punch. I'm going to turn it over so my mushroom top doesn't go flying that way. You can see that there is a little bit of an edge all the way around, so that it punches out a smaller shape than your stamp, so that you have there's no white edge around my mushroom top. That's what I was trying to say. All right, we're going to switch this one back to garden green. So I'm just swapping these two colors. Nice. And we'll get this done. All right, so I'm going to take my punch. I'm going to blow on that because it looks a little wet. So I'm going to feed this through. I'll show you in a minute. Feed it through and line it up. You can see that the stamped image is bigger than the punch, which I really like, that there is no white edge, oops, around that. Oh, I didn't punch it perfectly, but if you punch it perfectly, there is no white edge. All right, let's put this together, and then we'll figure out the sentiment. So some green glue. Sarah, if you're still here, can you do me a favor and text my mom? She had an alarm set, but I guess it didn't go off last week either. So if you could text my mom or my dad, either way, and let them know that I am live. Oh, I forgot to stamp that stem. Let's see. This one's going to go here. And this one, I do like having it go off the edge. Let's see what this would look like. That's kind of cute. I'm going to do something brown. Oh, I was going to stamp. Whatever. Whatever. Let's use gray granite again. And it's, yep. I can't decide what to do. I have too many stamps to choose from. Okay. We're going to use a scrap. Instead of stamping on my pattern paper, I want this to be really bold, kind of like this one. So I'm going to stamp on here. I went back to gray granite. I'm going to use scissors to cut this out so that I can feed it through. And not make too much of a mess. All right. So I'm going to go like that and feed it through. Just like that. And again, it doesn't, there you can see. So it punches out a smaller image than the stamp, especially on that one. All right, let's go back to here, and we're going to use our reverse tweezers to hold this. I think these are still available. It's part of the embossing kit. That's too much. And we're going to put that over here. And we're going to use dimensionals. Thank you, Sarah. So Sarah's my niece, so that's her grandma that she's texting. I love that my mom texts and she uses emojis. It makes me laugh every time. Mom, I won't tell people how old you are. I was going to, and I thought, nah, I better not. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? I do like it better with that green layer underneath. So your kits will include the green layer. All right, let's do some more stamping for our sentiment. We're going to use that Popping Up to Say Hi. And I wondered what that was about, so I did Google that as well. And if you have a lot of rain, you might get mushrooms popping up out of your lawn. So that's where that comes from. We're just going to use the same colors. You know what? I don't want to use green. That's a lot of green already. We're going to go back to gray granite. If you have a gray, just a regular basic gray would work. Early espresso would work. Oh, I could have done that. So I'm going to put this up a little bit. So see my little bug there? He actually has this little body. And I was using a marker to add details on him. I blackened in his head, his antenna, and added dots when I first started using this. All right, so this is that label punch. So I'm putting my sentiment up towards the top and making it straight, and then I'm leaving room on the bottom for my little bug. I don't know what it is. Ladybug? I don't know. We'll use gray granite again for the body. Just like that. And then I thought this was, and I think this one was in the catalog. So here they put this little mushroom top cap with this little stem, which I did on my second card. But I think it's in the catalog. It shows you to use this stamp with the bug to add the spots. It did take some practice. So here, let me practice a little bit. Make sure I have it down. So I'm going to stamp a few bugs here. And then I can decide what color. I don't know if that'll be dark enough. I have early espresso. So just practice on some scrap paper till you get it just right. All right, so this is early espresso. Not quite perfect. That's better. No, let's try. Hold your breath. Oh, close enough. Popping up to say hi. Yeah, it's down a little bit, but it'll be good enough. And we can use these that we cut out of the middle layer there. So I have a few options. I could just layer it like this. I have two of them, so I can put one on the top and one on the bottom. Or what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cut this. And use my adhesive. A little bit here. And whoop, a little bit here. So even though I only have the one punch, by cutting it in half, and you could go the other direction too, cut it in half here, and just get the green on the ends. Or you could do both, but I kind of like this. And we'll put it right there with some dimensionals so it pops up a little. And I have them here. Oh, there goes my stack of. Oh, I don't see them. I'll just grab a new thing of dimensionals, maybe 3. So this could still be a birthday card, popping up to say hi. Oh, that's cute. Just like that. And I put it off the edge so that you can see it a little bit better. And I didn't do that straight, did I? My top one isn't straight. And I noticed it. Did you notice it? You may have. And now I have a green label that I can use for something else. Maybe I'll use it on the other card. I don't think so. But anyway, so your kit will include scraps so that you can add in, you know, popped up, or if you want to do flowers, if you don't have the mushrooms, like I said, or something else. I don't know. Just leaves would be pretty too, of different colors. Oh gosh, here come all the ideas. But I'll send you scraps so that you can do that sort of thing on your card as well. But you'll get the card base, the green, and the printed. Okay. And I might alternate. I might give you two different ones because these are from different packs. This is the mushroom and this is from the fruit. Okay. The other card is a fresh freesia base. You can see I already have them cut, ready to go. Fresh freesia is one of the colors in this pattern paper. And then, pull this up. All right, put those to the side. Okay, and this is a 3/4 of an inch piece of Highland Heather. I just thought it was kind of fun to go with the purple, the light purple and the darker purple. Another option would be to emboss this just to add some more texture. And then you can go like that. And then I have, oh, I didn't cut my white pieces. Let me grab, oh, this one will work. Sorry, I thought I was ready to go. So 5.5 inches. Kathy says, the 3 little mushrooms make her smile. They're so cute, aren't they? This was just so fun. And I will say, it reminds me of my sister. She grew mushrooms until the logs got too heavy for her to move. So there's that. And then we'll put this here. So that's just like the one I have there. And if you don't like or don't have the mushrooms, you can turn this over and do whatever you want with it. Like I keep thinking flowers, purple flowers, or just a big stamp. I don't know, lots of things. But I am going to do the, yeah, because we're using the mushrooms. And then I do have the layer on the inside as well. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that same card. Nothing too much. Not too difficult, I should say. Don't really need to talk about it much. So I'm going to put that on. You know what? I will put the purple side up, but I'll still do the mushrooms. How's that? Kind of a... I am going to overlap these a little bit. This one I did not overlap. That's the full width. And I am making a mess here. And I chose 3/4 of an inch because if you're using some kind of tape runner, anything smaller than that, it'd be hard to get your adhesive on. So that's just the reason I chose 3/4 of an inch. 1/2 inch seemed too small, an inch seemed too big, so 3/4 of an inch it is. All right, so this is going to go here, and I'm going to stamp some of my little mushrooms. So there I have my top. And let's get a smaller. I'm missing my other little block. Let's go ahead and get started. I did all green there, but because I don't have any colors but purple on there so far, we'll leave it like that. Oh, we're going to start with the base. And I'm putting these all the way at the bottom. Again, this is gray granite. Oh, I forgot to stamp my sentiment. Let's grab that real quick. What does it say? Just a little thank you. And I did grab my Highland Heather. That's what the big one was up there. Just a little thank you, and I think that refers to our little mushrooms. They're just so cute. All right. I'm going to leave room here for the big one. What other colors do I have here? How about Melon Mambo? And we'll do that for the cap. We'll do Granny Apple Green. That's kind of that. And here I use Granny Apple Green and Garden Green for my bases. No rhyme or reason. I just didn't want them evenly spaced. I thought it would add more interest if they were not evenly spaced. So we're going to do some Melon Mambo with the green. And let's do the big one next. And then we'll decide what those caps should be. Punch. So I'm just going to cut. Oh, have you seen this before? That's a really small piece and I can't really fit it in to my punch and hold it at the same time. So I'm going to create a handle. You've probably seen me do this. So you take a thin piece. A glue dot would work if you don't have adhesive like this. So I put a tiny bit of adhesive on the end, which is going to hold my cardstock. So I'm going to use that as a handle. And I can feed that into the punch. And that's, use all those scraps. That was a tiny piece of cardstock, wasn't it? Which I actually had to cut. I didn't know if I had one small enough there. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Oh, there's a little bit. I think this needs to be green. Garden green. So I don't have a lot of colors out today. I'm trying to keep them simple. And we're going to do this one on a scrap. Again, I'll send you some scraps of white, and I'll watch your orders, and if you order the mushrooms, then I'll know you have what you need. Sorry, I'm just stamping. I love, love, love my glass mat. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for joining. Just a piece of glass would probably work too. Where did my punch go? So I will send you... Oh, so I thought it was going in this way, so this is not going to fit. So we are going to cut this down. So I'll send you 2 cards, and then you can decide if you're how you want to use the kit. So I center it there. Oh, uh-oh. I lost my stem. But here I punched one. Oh dear, did it go flying? It is on the ground. We're going to do that again. Sorry, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. This one might be long enough. There we go. Now, just put this together and we're done. Okay, so this is going to go like this. I have to stamp those last. Oh, so cute. I don't know what color. Those other mushroom tops should be. Not red, not green. How about brown? Crumb cake. Pecan pie. Whoops. Pecan pie. That'll work. And we have this little mushroom top. Mushroom cap, all right? That pecan pie really does look like pecans, doesn't it? All right. Let me get my tweezers again. This is just so narrow to hold. So a little bit of glue at the top and bottom. Well, bottom and the top. What? You know what I mean. Did I put that on there already? I did not. I wanted to hear this first. I'm just making a mess with this glue. This is a new bottle. I may have opened it last Monday. So we're going to cover up my mess. I'm going to burn shit from the back. All right. Now this already has adhesive. We're going to put it on the bottom. Oh, you know what would have been really cute? I don't think there's any grass. Is there grass in this one? No, no grass. But a couple of my sets do have little bits of grass. Or you could use a green marker just to add some grass along the bottom. Actually, I suppose they grow in dirt too, don't they? More than grass. But anyway, it would have been interesting to put something along the bottom. And I need some dimensionals to pop that up. We're just going to do, well, can I fit two on there? Yeah. I had my little ones out, and I don't know where. I have such a mess on my table already. Oh, look at that. We're going to put it on the white a little bit. Oh, we're not done. I have layers already cut to go on the inside. And then I'll bring all the cards back. So if you don't have a catalog, you can add one to your order when you order online. I can't remember how much they are. $2.50 maybe for the mini. Or if you reach out to me, I can get you one. I don't see scraps of DSP, so I'm going to put a piece of this on the inside just to tie it to the front. I'll include something in your kit so that you can dress up the inside of your card as well. But you'll get two of these as well. I'm going to put it at the bottom because it's at the top on the front, and we'll put it on the bottom on the inside. And there are our cards. So the pattern paper is from Celebration, and the stamps and punch are in the mini catalog, which I'll start at midnight Mountain Time. It's actually midnight market time, and we just happen to use Mountain Time because Stampin' Up's based in Utah. All right, thank you for joining me today, everybody. I do appreciate it. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me see if I have this back. And there's my information. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Stay safe if you're in the snow. I'll talk to you later. Bye.